Welcome everyone. Now today what I wanted to show you was how to poach an egg. Now if you've ever tried poaching eggs before and it was a terrible disaster, I wanted you to know that that was not your fault. Now if you're poaching an egg that might be 2 or 3 weeks old, you will find that it is very difficult to poach with all of that white spreading all over the place. So if you can, choose eggs that are the freshest that you can find and you will have success instantly. Now there are 2 ways to poach eggs and it always depends on how many people you are actually poaching for. So if it's just yourself and maybe a partner, you can do the deep pot method where we make the little whirlpool and pop the egg in the middle. What that does do with the whirlpool is it actually keeps the egg in shape. However, if you are cooking for more than 4 people, that becomes a nightmare because you obviously have to wait in between and you can only put 2 or 3 in there at a time. So then I would recommend doing it in a lovely shallow pan. So there's 2 ways to do it and I'm just about to show you how. So one of the first things I do, and this is just because I have poached many eggs in my time, is before I put water into our lovely pan here, what I'm going to do is spray the base, because if you do have eggs that are a week or 2 old, they do tend to go quite flat. And if your water was slightly cold going in, they will try and stick to the bottom. So just a little bit of your spray, cooking spray, and that'll stop that naughty egg from sticking. Then we can actually get some lovely hot water in here. Of course, you can get water out of the kettle, but I've got a little induction here and that'll heat up nice and quickly. And what we want is, we want this water to be not violently boiling, but just a gentle simmer so it doesn't agitate the egg. That is also very important. So you are going to have to control your heat source and either turn it up or turn it down. So while we have this guy getting to temperature, the other thing that I like to do, and you'll notice that I'm not using any vinegar in our eggs today. Now I'm a bit of a poached egg snob and I do not like how the vinegar actually changes the taste of the egg. So generally the reason that a restaurant or a coffee shop might use vinegar is if the egg is slightly old and it does coagulate that white and keep it a bit more stable. But if you're happy for them to just be a little bit more natural but relying on a really good flavor, then I would omit the vinegar completely. So what I do like to do though is season the water. So what I'm going to do is, I've got the 2 pots going because I'm going to show you both ways. I'm going to season that water with just a nice big pinch of salt. What that does is seasons the egg beautifully. So now we are just waiting for this water to boil. If you can keep your eggs in the fridge, you will have a better chance of having a nice firm egg. Obviously at room temperature, depending on where you live in the world, your egg does get, the egg white does get a little bit looser, and that's perfect for baking when you want to beat them up nice and voluminous. I've got water which is just simmering here. Now this is if you wanted to do eggs for more than 3 or 4 people. What I would do is just crack that egg just above the water line. You do not want to make a big splash, so definitely don't do it from there. And I'm just putting in generally 1 to 2 eggs per person, but if you can see here with this large expanse of water, I could even do 12 eggs all at once. And all we need to do, and you could even cook them to different soft or medium or hard, just like your guests like it, and it just makes it so much easier to see what's going on in here. I will though show you, in case you were just cooking for 1 or 2, the little whirlpool method as well. And we'll just get rid of those eggshells. So what you do need to have is a little plate with some paper towel, because the worst thing when you're serving your eggs onto a beautiful breakfast plate with toast and bacon and all those gorgeous things, if you put a soggy egg down there and it ruins your toast, no one's coming back to your poached egg parties. To get those eggs out, what I've got is a slotted spoon. So find a spoon, either plastic or metal, that you like, so that we can actually drain some of the liquid off of that. Now I've got my pot, and that's about that deep, so it's about half filled with just about to simmer water. I'm going to start with a little whirlpool here, and this is so that when we put the egg in, it stays in the middle and it creates that nice beautiful little shape that we like. It also gets rid of some of the excess egg white that might not be so fresh, and it leaves you with a egg that looks like a movie star, which is very sexy. All right, and then once these come out, I'm going to show you how to pimp up your poached eggs on a plate with some beautiful oils. So we could even use a lemon oil or a truffle oil or just a beautiful extra virgin olive oil. I'm also going to use some gorgeous spinach leaves and pistachios. But like I said, these could just be going on a standard breakfast plate or as part of a main course salad. So just make sure that your water never really boils. But when you want to check it for doneness, just grab your little spoon. And as you can see here, this perfect little velvety morsel is absolutely perfect. So I like mine a soft to a medium. You can cook this a bit further if you like. And then just testing it like that, it'll just give way slightly under your finger. And then I'm going to drain it on some paper towel. Remember, I said that was very important. We're going to take these guys out as well. And guys, I want you to try and see which method you prefer and let me know how you do. Guys, enjoy poaching eggs. They are absolutely fabulous. They can be used in so many different dishes, either on their own or as part of another magnificent creation. Happy poaching, guys.